Welcome in, Kaede. You're a little early. You're early! Got here pre-notive. Damn. Birthday week stream? Yes! I'm getting old. Is today the husband and wife thing? No! That'll be on the Wednesday. That'll be on the birthday stream. Also, you are not getting old. Fine, wise old cow. I get a year older and suddenly I get like 30 years worth of knowledge in my brain that I should have had years ago. I'm fairly certain I have at least a decade on you. Trust me, you ain't old yet. Valid. Valid. I don't know if you just heard me crack my knuckles, but that was pretty loud. I did not intend for that to be so loud. You better not think, oh, I'm so old early, otherwise you'll start to actually believe it eventually. Who says I don't actually believe it now? Who says that I don't actually believe it now? When's your birthday? The 10th, but we're having the birthday stream on the 11th, because I'll be birthday? I'll be busy on the 10th! Yes, I'll be birthday on the 10th. I will be the birthday on the 10th. It's all Jover now. Ow. Ow. I work tomorrow, but I'll be off for the birthday stream. Nice! You can hang out and participate in the shenanigans. It ended up working out for the better. That way I didn't have to do a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday stream again this week. Just get your hooves clean. My hooves are clean. They're always clean. Give me 2 seconds. I gotta fix something real quick. I think that's okay. Yeah, but I gotta move it over. Okay. Right about there should be fine. Actually, no. Where it was not too bad, to be honest. I just gotta add the slightly darkened background thing. Why not gradient, you dumbass? Where's the background thing? There it is. There we go, good enough. We can get into the stream! And then, put on some music. Oh, it's quiet as hell. Why is this music so quiet? There we go. Slick. I'm gonna be lurking and watching and playing Lawn Mowing Simulator? Lawn Mowing Simulator. Whoa, it's me! Yeah, man! I'm gonna try and get through as much of this commission backlog that I've had as fast as possible. I just gotta remember where all the layers are on this bad boy. Okay, there we go. Slurka. You're finishing it on stream? Yippee! I'm gonna try. I don't know how far we're gonna get since I only plan to stream for about 3-ish hours today, but we'll see what we can do. Well, that music looped real quick. Damn. Glad I came back. I'm glad you're here for it. That way you can give your input. Why? You can be like, stop, it's ugly. Change it, you heathen. I don't know why I gave you like almost a oh my god, Skeletor voice. Reporting in, my lady. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the head paps. And the hydrate, I'll take that in just a second. Just delete it and start over. Can do, big boy. Bye. 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 No, I'm joking. No! The customer's always right, Kaede. You can't test me like that. I will do it. And Southern accent, alrighty. Yeah, you can't test me like that, sir. I will go to the extreme. I will sandblast the artwork into oblivion if that is what you so wish. I gotta fix these edges. With the textured brush I used for line art, it goofs up on the shading a wee bit. What game is this from? I recognize this music. It sounds like Mario Party music. Hold on, does this playlist have a timestamp? Ah, you son of a bitch. Oh wait, hold on. What time are we at? About 3 minutes. Mario Party 8 file selection. I was right. Wait. Yeah, I was right. Also, in Lawnmowing Simulator, my company's name is Back. I can't say that, but yeah. Awesome. Fantastico. You should have called it Travis Touchdown, Mows Your Lawn for Cheap Ink. This is absolutely Mario Kart music. Now, 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 now. Classic Mario Kart. Mario. I just remember one time driving home and there was a moving truck and the company was called Back Up. That's so fucking awesome. What the hell? That's amazing. What a fucking company name. Wait, how did it do that? There we go. And I remember taking a pic saying, this is what you get with me. That's so fucking good. People who name their companies dumb fucking shit are my favorite. Be goofy with it. Name your company something fucking stupid. People won't forget ever. They'll never forget. They'll be like, holy fuck, remember that time we saw that moving truck that was called we'llpickupyourshit.com or whatever? Like, you don't forget things like that. You can't. It's too fucking funny. I mean, I'm sure it's the owner's name. Last name Bad Dog. Okay. Even still, be goofy with it. Name your company something stupid. You won't even need business cards, because they'll never forget. Who put my life in shambles? Honestly though, imagine having a name like that. A name that's just like... You know, it doesn't translate super well into English or whatever. Or it has a meaning that doesn't translate super well into English. Or your parents just hated you, I guess. One or the other. It'd be that way. I had a gym teacher growing up, and I don't remember how you spell it, his name properly, but his name was Harry. That's not real! That's not real! That can't be real. Oh my god. But the last name was spelled different, and he legally changed his name! Oh my god. Oh no. That's okay. In one of my like middle school or grade schools, I had a science teacher who doubled as a gym teacher, whose last name was Esty, right? And so you had to call him Mr. Esty, and you can assume where that went. Kids took that and ran. There were so many, like, awful nicknames for this poor man. It's Kiwi in a corner. Hello, Ted. I'm in my art dungeon. We're in the buckle down and get the fuck to work dungeon. I had a bunch of teachers with, like, German last names. Like... Jesus. I feel like that's just a bad time waiting to happen. I feel bad for people that have names that don't translate super well or can mean something else in English. Especially when you're a school teacher of some kind, because you're just sitting there waiting for the kids to absolutely abolish all of your self-confidence. It's gone. My high school homeroom teacher name was Mr. Pilot. He did serve in the Air Force too. But he was one of those cool teachers. That's awesome. What the heck? Awesome! Alright, I'm going to be adjusting a lot of this gradient shading, don't worry. I'm just using one color for now, so I can get it all in there. But there will be adjustments, I promise. Not all going to be the same, like, brown shade. This music is loud. Ow, my ears. I had a British teacher who taught US history. Okay. Wait a minute. it's too dark down there. I can't add any shading on this layer. My nose is itchy! Oh. And this music is not set to loop, it's just as short as it is and it fades out. Thank you for the posture check. Wait. I was a little bit slouched. It wasn't like a severe slouch yet, but it was getting there. In probably another like 20 minutes I would have been completely bent backed. Oh, wow. Welcome in, Raiders! Hold on, please. Ah, what the? I put in the wrong thing. There we go. Thank you so much for the Welcome in, Raiders! Our stream! And thank you so much for the follows! Tessie and... is it Fratvar? I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Kiwi crew! Stream was good. I'm happy. Oh! Thank you for the big fat part. We vibing, we working on some commissions. You pronounced it pretty good? Okay, good, thank you. Yippee! We're trying to get through my absolutely horrendously enormous backlog of commissions. I hope you all are having a lovely day. Pet. Oh my god, this is a mood. Usually my commission backlog isn't this big, but I had to take on a lot more work recently to, you know, help afford this new PC that I'm trying to build without completely making myself go bankrupt, so I have to get my ass in gear and actually finish up the work now. Yeah, we're finishing up Kaede. Well, maybe not finishing. I'll try my best, but we're trying to finish up Kaede's new PNG model. Can you show the art? Yes! It's a new PNG model for Kaede. Is this the head? That is the head. Okay, hold on. And then we got two different versions with the open mouth and the closed mouth. Whoa, looks cool. Thank you! Me and Kaede worked together on figuring out the new design and all that, and now I'm just trying to get all the good old details worked in and all the shading. Oh, Jammer! Thank you for the big stretch! I'll take that in just a second. Wah!
Isekai truck and cheered. X50. I am a biotic god.
Thank you for the 50 bits! Welcome in, welcome in! Wah! This song is way too good. Don't forget the rest of the dreams. Oh, I missed those. I missed those. My bad. There was a moo and a cheek squish and a wiggle cow. Oh my lord. Okay, hold on. That was a cheek squish. And there was also that big stretch I gotta take. Ooh, ah. Okay, oh Jesus. It touched my nose for a second and my model like jolted real hard. We got a wiggle cow and a moo. Jiggle for us. You're not the boss of me. Unless you redeem it, in which case I am legally obligated. Contractually bound. Just imagine the most demonic face saying it. Jesus. Thank you for the hep taps. Okay. One of my favorite and least favorite parts of a drawing is drawing metallic spikes because it's fun to try and figure out how the shading works on these motherfuckers, but it's also a pain in the ass to get it to look right. So let's go! Ring the bell. It's cutting it out, god damn it. There we go. I think some of it came through. On occasion it gets cut off. The bell, let's go! Thank you for the hydrate. One moment. I've been getting absolutely bombarded with redeems that make me have to take a moment from the drawing. You did the spikes yourself, shake my head? I know, but they looked cool, okay? And I couldn't refrain from doing something cool. It's my job to make shit look cool, okay? You look cool, Kiwi? Excuse me. How dare you? And thank you for the snack. I'll grab that in just a second, too. I want to try and actually get, like, into the workflow. Before I get pulled out and distracted for like a fourth time. It's so nice meeting more Canadian streamers. Yes, yes, I agree. I feel like there's a lot of us, but like, it's hard to find them, you know? Like, even though there's so many, sometimes you just don't even know they're Canadian, like... We're hard to find somehow, even though there's so many of us. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know what this music is, but I dig it. I find too many Canadian VTubers. Let her finish me. I just read that, Kaede. Chill. Chill. Phrasing. You say that, and yet I keep finding how many Canadian VTubers I actually watch. Well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you don't even notice, right? Like, we're like stealthy. People just mistake us for American. If we don't directly specify we're Canadian, it's like, haha, American. Oh. Oh no. I only found one VTuber like 2 hours away from where I live, and that's it. Jeez. I love Animal Crossing. Yippee. True, you do all sound the same. Bruh. Y'all haven't heard me when I've been drinking. Then you'd know I'm Canadian. on roasting us. I guess, you were Eastern Canadian because we kind of talk similar, even though I'm not Canadian because Canada isn't real. If it's not real, then how how could you possibly say that I'm Eastern Canadian and then go, yeah, but it's not real, so. I am in fact Eastern Canadian, but I also feel like a lot of my like day-to-day lingo is probably a lot more Americanized than it should be. I am terminally online. The boots make a comeback. It's worse than that even. Like, let me try and find an example in the back of my head from my last birthday stream. Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Yeah, I goofed this. Hold on. There was something I said on my last birthday stream that was, like, criminally Canadian. Like, man, what was it? Hello, Billy Goat! Welcome in, welcome in. I have also heard at least one, if not I think 3, with one of my groups now, Canadians in the statics I run. Oh, really? Awesome! I hope they're doing Canada well. They're proving we are capable. I've been thinking I wanted to get back into, like, EX rating and stuff in Final Fantasy, but I don't have the time. I just don't have the time. That and I don't have, like, a group to do it with, really. A lot of my FC is, like, basically almost exclusively online at hours when I'm not, and or not much at all. And the ones that are online when I'm online are either, like, foreigners, like I have a few JP members in my FC, or they just, like, don't run extreme or harder content, so Sag. And we all know how Party Finder is. Honestly, the more I see Canadians making content and saying the the most goofiest words, like people saying twerp. Wait, twerp is Canadian? Ain't no. Tell me you're lying. Twerp can't be Canadian. That can't be real. Fucking Jessie from Pokemon says twerp. What do you mean? We use twerp too. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, wait! That can't be a Canadian thing. That's gotta be at least, like, I don't know, maybe a specific area-based thing, but not Canadian-specific. Thank you for the wiggle cow. 1 moment, please. Who pokes, pukes on your rug next to the floor tile like a cat. Don't do this to me. Stop. I don't want to clean up puke. Stop being a shit disturber. Say it Canadian style. Apparently that's a super Canadian. Really? That don't be a shit disturber is apparently Canadian? I had no idea. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Say this, Mickey, you were a 2-4? Let's go to Timmy's, bud. Get you a double-double and some Timbits. We'd say shit stirrer here. Is that really the difference? I feel like that's not much different. I legit looked up the most Canadian sentences. We just get, We gotta take our polar bears and dog sleds up to the igloos, you know? Ah, fuck. What's a Chinook? Hold on. Is that even spelled correctly? I'm getting, like, helicopters and a place called Chinook Window and Doors. Unless he means canoe. Apparently the saying top shelf is super Canadian. What? I am learning so much right now. For real. I know I played this last stream, but I know that I specifically also do the Canadian Rise, as it's called, where while you're talking, as long as you're talking, like, how do I even describe it? I'm doing it right now, by the way. How was it described again? If you're talking, at the end of your sentence, your vocals go up, unless it's you're telling somebody else it's your turn to speak or you're done speaking, in which case your tone goes down. If that makes sense. Anytime you're speaking and the tone goes up, it means I'm not done talking. Did you hear it? Apparently that's a Canadian thing. KD, that's Canadian. Yes and no. I know the Americans have craft dinner as well, but it's different. They have a different recipe for it. Their cheese is different. Thank you for the head paps. A loony and a toonie. Yep. I grew up popping toonies and loonies into them coin machines for Pokemon cards, baby. At the local grocery store. Y'all got ketchup chips, I forgot. Yep. And we got them funny all dressed too. I am learning proper Canadian speech from Kiwi. Jammer music. Yeah, I'm gonna grab that snack redeem in like just a second. I want to make sure I get whoops, this portion done real quick before I do so. Okay. Snack time! Do you say bunny hug? Not really. At least not in my family, I didn't. Or call someone a keener? What is a keener? I've never heard that one. That one feels like it might be an insult. Bum 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 ba bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Maybe one day I will go visit Canada again and be able to pick up on when to talk to Canadians or allow them to talk fully. Says a keener is a know-it-all. Okay. So it's kind of an insult. What about hoser? I don't think I've ever legitimately heard somebody use the word hoser in like a sentence, unless it was making fun of Canadians. Or like just general Canadian humor. But it's a good one. I like the term hoser. And I grew up with friends who were in like the very, very Canadian hockey scene, right? So they had siblings or like were the kid who was stuck in hockey practice every week. So I got to hear a lot of like really generic Canadian slang a lot, but I've never actually heard somebody get called a hoser outright. Only smooth brain. I'm about halfway through my snack, hold on. I've also never met a, how do you say, rink rabbit? There's a very Canadian term, a rink rabbit. Do you watch South Park? If you do you mind or enjoy the Oh, I love the Canadian. I don't even know how to describe how fucking stupid and funny they are. Because, like, I don't even know why they thought they needed to, like, oversimplify the art style for the Canadians and make them flapjaws, but that shit's so fucking funny to me. I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Moist granola bar. That's hockey specific, but I'm aware of the Jersey Chasers and Locker Bunnies. Yeah, the Rink Rabbits is another one, and essentially the term is just used for like women who are either trying to date or are dating the players on the team. I've never actually met one. I had friends who had, like I said, I had friends who had siblings who were constantly playing, or were the ones playing the sport every week, so I was always like at a rink at least like 2 or 3 times a week when I was young, but that doesn't mean that I ever actually met people like that. I usually just stuck to myself and sat in the bleachers or whatever. On the stands, wherever you are. Bum, 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 bum. Can you ice skate? I used to, kind of. When I was younger, I used to ice skate a little bit. Rink Rabbit, LMAO, that's funny. Canadians are mean. Listen, people always have this misconception that Canadians are like really, really nice. We're not that nice. Like, we're nice in like social situations, but if someone's being a right cunt, we'll tell you. I'm sure Kiwi was a cute little calf. I mean, most of my ice skating time was when I was like really little. Like my grade school would take us to the local rink, and like during the winter we'd get to skate for like a few hours or whatever, but that's about it. Have you ever skied away from a rampaging moose on a maple syrup binge? No. But I have been to a real maple syrup farm and or sugar shack, as they're called, in Quebec. I've also been on skis. I've never been skiing, but I've been on skis. One of my schools, like, I don't know if it was like a rentable thing or whatever, but at one point, one of my very poor public schools got access to a bunch of skis. And they were like, yeah, we'll just give a bunch of these kids skis and let them fucking, you know, walk around on the skis in the snow in the yard. It was very ridiculous. I know the truth, y'all are meanies. Only if someone's mean first, or if they deserve it. Otherwise, we're very pleasant. Only smooth brain, no wrinkles, correct. Okay, I'm on like the last bite of my food, then we can get right back to work. What song is this? 35 minutes in. The Check Me Out channel, Contest Winners Parade. Wow. Look at me outing myself as somebody who used the Wii channels. I was like, this is hitting some deep-rooted nostalgia. What's what is this? Oh. How are you, Kiwi? I'm doing good today. Get back to work, Mr. Squidward. Okay, Mr. Krabs, I'm sorry. I just finished my snack. I'm eating like the last little bit. So we're good to get back to work. It is cracking the whip. I gotta get back to work. Kiwi isn't telling us about when she was a hockey player who could get into fight with other players to relieve her stress. No, I didn't. I was never really a sports kid. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but I was never really a sports kid. I was the kid who, like, would be wheezing at the end of gym class, you know? Track and field days were the days where I called in sick to school. You know? That kind of kid. Whoa, not all that. He was on the Mighty Ducks team? Nah. You wanna know something, like, semi-blasphemous? I've only seen that movie once, and I'm pretty sure it was only half the movie. My memories of that movie are so fucking, like, faded and disjointed. You'd think, being a Canadian, hockey movies and, like, hockey-related content would be, like, on the must-see list, but nope. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not really all that into hockey. As deep-rooted into my general culture as it is. I think growing up around it so often and having family members who, like, obsessed over it kinda killed it for me. I'm also just not really a sports guy to begin with, as I stated. Hope you're having a good Monday. I am 9, thank you! I don't know many VTubers that were sports kids. I mean, yeah, that checks out, right? Most of us are here streaming on the internet because we don't have other important hobbies to be doing, right? Obviously, she led the Canadian National Competitive Spelling Team. Oh yeah, that's right. You're so right. Absolutely. This is why Canadians don't win anything ever. Even if I was to be into hockey, my local team has not won anything in, like... Holy fuck, when did the Leafs last win anything? Hold on. Let me Google it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's see. Hold on, god damn it. When was the last year they got the Stanley Cup? I can't find it. Was this the last one they won, or is that the first one? I feel like this was probably the last one. 1967. Yeah, 1967 was the last time the Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. Oh boy. They have not won a single fucking Stanley Cup since 1976. That's a long time. Yep. So, even if I was to be interested in hockey, my, like, closest local team that I would be cheering for has not won jack shit in years. There's literally, like, jokes that go around that if the Leafs ever won a Stanley Cup ever again, they'd probably literally destroy Toronto with celebrations. Like, Toronto would literally become a rubble and dust. My local hockey team is really good. Oh yeah? Nice, nice. If I cared about sports, that'd be awesome. I grew up in New Jersey, but living there is weird with sports teams because we support other teams outside of the state more than our own. I mean, that's valid. I know people who live in and around my area who don't support, like, the Leafs, but they do still support, like, hockey teams and stuff, so it's not like it's uncommon to support stuff that isn't from your area. I just feel like my family would probably, like, completely disown me if I was to cheer for any team that wasn't, like, the home team, you know? Like, if I told my Papa Cow that I was like a Habs fan or something, he'd probably literally disown me on the spot. You know? I mean, that's only like 20 years, right? It was 67, I think, even. Hold on. Yeah, 1967. Hold on. That was 56 years. Jesus. Kiwi gives Kiwi a Knights or Penguins hockey jersey now. Literally would get disowned by my Papa Cow. If I'm being honest, I don't even know why he tortures himself supporting a team that hasn't won jack shit in that many years. Like, just stop watching the games. They suck. All you do is hype yourself up if they win a game and then get disappointed again when they inevitably lose. It's just how it is. Ridiculous. So even though the New Jersey has the Devils and the Flyers rink, it was close to where I lived. I find it more endearing to support a team that loses a lot. But that's like my baseball team, they suck, but people root for them. I mean, have the Blue Jays won anything recently? Hold on, now I gotta check the Blue Jays. Cause that's the Toronto baseball team. I don't know if my area specifically has a different team, but I just know that most people vote for Toronto's team. Let's see. What was the last thing they won, if they even won anything? It says here, the Blue Jays play in the American League, or the AL, and are the only franchise in Major League Baseball that plays in a city not in the United States. The team has won 2 AL pennants and 2 World Series titles in 1992 and 1993, so still quite a while ago, but a lot more recent than the Leafs. You know? At least it was semi-recent. Pop, 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 pop. I'm not a big baseball person either, though. Like I said, just not a big sports person in general. Baseball is obviously also not as popular as hockey is here, so... There are people who like it, there are people who support it, there are people who root for the teams and what have you, but it's not like... Baseball's like the big American one, and then hockey is the big Canadian one, so... Like, you always hear about all-American baseball and such. And that's what it's like for Canadians and hockey. You literally got, like, songs about it and shit. The Raptors? Oh, yeah. There's also the Piranha Raptors. The Trana Raptors. Again, not a sports person, so I don't know if and when they've won anything, but if they have, good on them. That's my favorite Canadian animal. Bra. I think the most recent is your basketball team. Oh, really? Did they win something recently? I think I might have heard about something like that recently. I don't remember. I don't keep up with sports stuff. I just know that, like, local, like, pizza places often have deals when big games are going on. Usually the local pizza places have, like, some sort of brand deal, and they'll give away, like, not, like, whole pizzas, but they'll give you good discounts on, like, pizza meals or, like, wings and a pizza. Shit like that, so you can sit and watch the game with your discount pizza. Do you call soccer soccer or football? We call it soccer. We don't call it football. Football is the American football with the funny shaped ball. Where you're not supposed to kick it on the ground. You're supposed to, like, run with it. Hello, La Soul. American football has probably surpassed our love of baseball. I mean, probably. I'm just saying, like, I know for a fact that baseball is a big thing in America. Baseball and football are, like, the two big uns. Why did I do that? I need to do this. Oopsie. The Raptors won like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, okay. Baseball is boring, so I watch, boring to watch, but super fun to play. I've never actually played baseball, if I'm being honest. Like, even in school, we didn't really, like, play baseball. We had a team. I never played or watched any of the games, though. The only sport team I ever tried for in high school was our badminton team and our volleyball team, and I didn't make either. I didn't make either. Not badminton. Listen, badminton is fun, okay? Fuck you. I don't care if it's a funny rich people sport. It's fun. Bop, 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 bop. It's also a lot easier than the, like, super aggressively active sport games, so I figured it would be, like, an easy sport to keep up with, if that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't need a ton of, like, training or anything, if that makes any sense. I could get away with saying, yeah, I'm on a sports team, but not actually have to do any, like, sport-related stuff. And then I didn't even make it, so... RIP. Not gonna lie, even softball scares me. Like, what do you mean they're throwing a ball at me? Dude, that's one of the reasons why I don't like playing sports, more specifically things like soccer, because, like, what do you mean people are kicking a ball at, like, a good fucking amount of speed, they're, like, towards me? During, like, gym class, if we ever had to play soccer, I was like, I am not gonna be goalie. There's no way I'm letting some kid kick my teeth in. No thank you. That's not happening. I'll sit on the side. I don't care if I'm gonna get docked points in gym class for this. It ain't happening. All the kids are into pickleball now? What the heck is pickleball? That made me feel like a boomer. I've never heard that before. Volleyball is cool, but I've never seen badminton before. Oh, you've never actually seen a badminton game? Really? Do you know how the sport is played? Like, do you have a general idea of it, or do I have to describe it? At least you tried, Kiwi. Yeah, I tried. I put in, like, 10% effort to join a sports team in high school, and it didn't work out. Hello, Dark! Welcome in! Sports are just not for me, bestie. If we had, like, a swim team, I might consider it, because I was actually good at swimming. But we didn't have any sort of swimming teams. My school was too poor for that. Nope, not at all. Okay, so... badminton is similar to... it's similar to tennis, right? Where there's a net, and, like... I believe you can only have 4 players at a time. Like, in total. Like, there's 2 on either side of the net. And, you get rackets, but they're not quite tennis rackets. They're very, very similar, but they're shaped slightly different, I think. And instead of shooting, like, a ball back and forth, you shoot... what is it even called again? Hold on. I think it's called a birdie. Birdie. Yeah, okay, it's called a badminton birdie, got it. You've probably seen them before, but I can put one on screen. Hold on. I saved this image from Walmart. It's a fucking WebP file. This is Walmart. Bro. Whatever, fuck it. I'm gonna screen cap this image. You can suck my ass, Walmart. You and your $12 fucking badminton birdie. Eat my ass. Save this, doesn't matter where. I'm gonna hate myself in a minute for that because I don't think I remember where it saved. Yeah, Walmart, eat my whole ass. Fuck you, Walmart. Okay, I think it's saved here. Ah, Christ. Did not. Hold on. There it is. Oh, it's saved there? What a weird spot. Anyway, this is a badminton birdie. It's got like a rubbery bit on the end and like a funny, weird tail piece to help with the aerodynamics. And so you hit it on the little rubber stopper bit with your racket, and the net is like I said, it's like a tennis net, but it's really high up. You're supposed to shoot it up and over the net instead of just like, you know, waist height. It's like way above your head. And it's the same idea. You just shoot the birdie back and forth, and whoever doesn't hit the birdie loses a point. Like if it lands on the ground, your side loses a point. I love my ass eating emotes. Damn, those are a lot of red asses. Those people must have gotten spanked. Walmart gets to eat your ass, but not me. Pickleball, I think, is like badminton, but it's plastic paddles and hollow plastic ball. Oh, wiffle ball! Okay, hold on. They call it pickleball now. I'm pretty sure when I was young it was called wiffle ball. Yeah, the little plastic, like, hollow ball is called a wiffle ball. And you can play with it with a scoop that looks like a lacrosse scoop, but it's just like a handheld one, not like a long stick. Or you can play with the paddle, or you can play with a bat. Yeah, when I was younger, that was called wiffle ball. I've never heard of pickleball. Let me Google that. Pickle ball. Yeah, it's like the exact same ball, but it's similar to tennis, where there's a net and a paddle. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why they call it pickleball. I mean, like, maybe it's for branding reasons. I think wiffle ball was the name of, like, a specific brand of that type of ball, right? And so to get out of, like, legal legal issues, they just called it pickleball instead. Because you can't call the sport after the name of the brand of the ball, right? Like, tennis balls aren't called tennis balls because the brand that makes them is called, like, tennis, you know? Tennis is the sport, the ball is just made for tennis, therefore it's a tennis ball, but there's brands that make tennis balls. Whoopsie. I've seen squash and pickleballs, never badminton, that's neat. I think a lot of people also play cricket with wiffle balls when, like, you're in school and stuff, because cricket balls are, like, really, really hard, like, dense rubber balls, and those fucking hurt if they hit you. So in school, to prevent kids from, like, getting hurt, they would just use wiffle balls instead of the actual cricket balls. Nah, it was wiffle ball when I was growing up too. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Cause I ain't never heard of no pickleball, but I'm certain it's probably for a reason, like, to not get in legal trouble or whatever. I wonder why they went with pickle, though. Like, what is the significance of the pickle part? There's gotta be a reason. There's no way some kid just called it pickleball one time and it stuck. Maybe just because pickle sounds like wiffle. Like, maybe they sound similar enough and they were like, fuck it, people will understand. It's some new gen shit, those whippersnappers. The 3 fundamental ball elements: cricket, wiffle, and pickle. Accurate. This is another, like, Wii channel music, I can feel it. It's giving me another, like, nostalgia brain blast. Hold on. What time are we at? 5, 8. Hold on. Yeah, the check me out channel again. Oh lord. It appears as though I've spent a lot of time on the check me out channel. Because these songs are hitting me in that big old nostalgia section of my brain. Oh, I forgot to blend this side out. Whoopsie. I think wiffle ball uses a different bat or something. Yeah, so like I said, wiffle ball was like a mixture of, you could use a ball with a bat, a ball with like a lacrosse styled like scooper, or you could use it with a paddle. Like, you were basically up to whatever you wanted, really. It was preference, essentially. Or if you were playing, like, a specific sport, like, if you were playing cricket with a wiffle ball, it would obviously be a cricket bat instead of a, like, baseball bat. But that was more of, like, a school thing, like, just to prevent kids from getting hurt, instead of actually, like, a proper way to play. There was also those, when I was young, they had those paddles with the like Velcro material on it, and the balls that were made of the like other side of the Velcro material, so they got stuck to the paddle, and you had to like peel them off, and it made that really satisfying like whoosh sound. You know? Kickball is cool too, and dodgeball. Dude, dodgeball was fun until you knew there was like some kid with like gorilla strength on the enemy team, and then you were scared for your life. As long as you knew nobody on the enemy team had like crazy gorilla strength, you were fine though. Dodgeball with real balls, not those silly foam ones. Yeah, dude. Playing dodgeball with the weird foamy balls and then moving up to the real rubber ones is like, oh my god, oh no. My bones are broken. The fucked up part was when I was younger for dodgeball, they used kickball, so they would sting real bad. No! Jesus. I remember the feel of the dodgeball against my face. You never fully forget. You get like the mental and physical scars of those like ridged rubber red balls, bro. You never forget. The first time you get hit with one is the last time you'll ever not know that pain. I remember getting hit in the face full speed with one and I immediately was crying. Yeah. Like I said, dodgeball is fun and all, until you know there's someone on the enemy team with like crazy gorilla strength. That you're like, oh fuck, I'm so dead. I'm not leaving this gym class without a fucking black eye. God damn. And there's always that one kid who thinks they're in the Matrix dodging everything like a fucking legend. The kid with the craziest flexibility shows up and just fucking swerves everything coming his way. His or her way. Their way. To be the most inclusive. Cause you get smacked in the face with one and your eyes immediately water up. Yeah, man, like that's the thing. Like, sometimes it's not even like you're crying because it hurts so bad. Sometimes you're literally just crying on like body's natural instinct of like, we got hit and therefore liquid is now coming out of your face. It's like a nosebleed, like you can't stop it. I always prayed for rainy days so we could play. I was good at volleyball too. I really had the sleeper athletic build when I was a kid. Jeez! Lucky you. I had the kid who went to anime club every fucking week body. So as you can bet, it was not for me really. Even though I like the sport, I did not have the, you know, the strength or the stamina for that type of shit. With your black zip-up hoodie in all seasons. I wish that was a joke. I wish that was a joke. Although I did have hoodies in other colors, they weren't all black. I had a couple like purple and like light blue like hoodies, but yes, it was all hoodies. They're comfy, okay? And then if it was too hot, I usually had like a tank top or something underneath. So I could just take off the hoodie, but I always kept that thing on me, you know? was 6'6" from like 13 years old and accidentally knocked out a girl playing dodgeball. Oh my god! Oh no! Holy heck. I hope they were okay. I knew a kid who fucking blasted some teeth out of his own face by tripping and falling into a set of gym, like, benches. It was really fucking traumatic for that kid. I felt so bad. The sound he made when he smashed into the fucking... into the gym bench. I will never forget that sound. It was a mixture of like a scream squeal and just like literal bone popping sounds because his teeth literally got blasted out of his face. Hello, Lyra! You came in while I was revealing some poor child's traumatic events back in grade school. He had to get like surgery on his face because his teeth were so bashed up. I ran into her by mistake, yeah. It's okay, I always crushed on the anime-loving chicks. My first year of high school, I'm not a big school fan really. I don't like school, but like I had a good time at anime club. There were these really cool guys who like didn't judge anybody who were in the anime club. They were just like real chill. And I was like, yeah, awesome. And then they graduated like that next year. So and I was like, no! The cool guys are gone, fuck. They were homies. I was sad as hell. One of the guys from the anime club, he wore like these fucking... like, what the fuck were those pants called? They were those like big, really baggy, like, they called like Junko jeans or some shit, and he had like fake handcuffs like hanging off him and shit. He was super edgy, but he was really chill. He looked really edgy, but he didn't act really edgy. He was actually really cool. Jenko jeans, that's it. He had like the baggiest pair of like black Jenko jeans with like fake handcuffs and shit hanging off the edge and like a bunch of chains and stuff. He looked very like generic metalheady. Like he had long hair, wore a lot of like black and metal band tees and stuff. And like he looks like the type of guy you would not want to see in a dark alleyway, but he was not actually scary once you got to know him. He was actually really cool. We sat and played Pokemon sometimes in anime club. It was cool. I bet he had an arm full of silly bands and slap. Actually, you know what? Did he? No, I think he had like I think he wore a bunch of those like really spiky belts and had the like fake leather spiky armbands. But yeah, he was the kind of guy you'd be like scared to approach, but like once you actually do, you're like, wait, you're actually like really chill and cool. That's awesome. Slick. And then they graduated and I was like, no! The only cool person. The only cool person. They're gone. And I never saw them again. The Cookie Monster snapback. No. Like I said, they looked very like metalheady. It was like mostly black, some red. It depended on like the situation and or day, and like lots of like baggy like sweaters and pants and like metalhead related gear. It wasn't full on like early 2000s, like, swagger getup. Although I did know kids like that in middle school. I knew so many kids in middle school that were the Cookie Monster snapback. That shit was just embarrassing, to be honest. Those kids were not my friends. Most of those kids were like gym rats in middle school, and I was like, what's wrong with you people? Like, you have a middle schooler body, and you're trying to get, like, strong muscles, and for what? Like, who are you trying to impress? What middle school child is interested in a scrawny, like, 10-year-old with fucking, like, half a bicep muscle? Congratulations. That's literally me. People are scared to approach me and then find out I'm really chill. It's why I always try to say, like, don't immediately judge people based on their looks or whatever, because you never really know. Some people just like aesthetics that happen to be, like, scary at first, but that doesn't mean that they're actually scary. Now, that's pretty big talk from someone who's hella socially anxious and doesn't really, like, talk to people IRL anymore, but I try to apply those principles online as well. When I can. Like, I wore this Animal Crossing lanyard for work, and this one chick I worked with was like, I never took you for the person to that would play Animal Crossing, and I was like, bro, I've been playing as a kid, I love that shit. It's, I don't know what it is, but, like, people always get this weird stereotype that just because you dress a certain way, or, like a certain type of music, or, like, grew up in a certain area, it means that you can't like certain things. It's so silly. Like, who cares? Who really cares, bruh? You can like things and other things at the same time. Just because they don't always go together, or you might not think they do, doesn't mean I can't like them. Who doesn't love Animal Crossing? Honestly, though, right? I feel like New Horizons, like, hella proved that to people. This is a jammin' version of Donkey Kong music. What the hell is this? Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum. Ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. Donkey Kong music is goated. It's pretty good. I don't play a lot of the Donkey Kong games, but I know they got some slapping soundtracks. Like, these heavy percussive drums are awesome. They slap! Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. That break in the music, holy hell. I don't know, because when I work, I'm very serious and focused, so people think I'm angry all the time and don't speak to me. Ah yes, the resting bitch phase. I feel that. I often get people, like, who see me working, like, IRL on, like, drawings and stuff. They're like, are you okay? You look angry. And I'm sitting here with, like, my eyebrows all, like, furled in and, like, I'm in, like, a really hella focused state and I look really grumpy. And I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm literally vibing to music here. Why? What's wrong? And they're like, you look upset. And I'm like, no. I'm just like hella in a zone, you know? It be that way. Donkey Kong games were harder than Mario, I swear. I mean, they probably were. I know the Donkey Kong Country games are very popular. I've never actually played them, but I know they're very popular. Okay, hold on. Before I continue with that, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything up here. Yeah, okay. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I will do that right now. Wow. Gotta snap my neck in half, too. Gotta get a SNES simulator and play them. Are they not available on, the Switch Online or whatever? You think they would be, considering they're some of, like, Nintendo's best-selling OG games. I know they recently just added Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, which is one of my favorites. I plan to at some point maybe play that on stream. Bow, 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 bow. Galaxy music? Or is this Odyssey? It sounds like Galaxy music. It's hard to tell. I bought the SNES Mini Nintendo put out, and I put a bunch of games on it. I feel like a lot of people bought those and then just, like, hacked the hell out of them and made them play basically everything aside from, like, the games that they came, like, packaged with. Like, the same thing happened with the PlayStation Mini and the fucking, wasn't there another one? There was a PlayStation Mini, the SNES Mini, and I think there was something else, but people hacked the hell out of those things. It's super easy to add games onto them, yeah. You can play the DK games on the SNES via the Switch Online. Okay, cool. Maybe one day I'll play them. I never had the opportunity to legitimately in the past, but mayhaps when I have nothing better to do for a stream, we can pick up a Donkey Kong game. I know they're good, I just never actually got to play them. You legit just plug it into a PC and boom. Yeah, I feel like they tried to make it so that you couldn't hack them, but then people immediately hacked them, and I was like, oops, well, good job, guys. You failed. To my knowledge, they're basically just selling you a Raspberry Pi, and then, like, you know, hoping people don't know how to hack a Raspberry Pi. But, like, those are, like, the easiest little computers to fuck with, because they're practically just, like, free data space, essentially. Like, they're barely a computer. All they did with the minis is just emulators anyway. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was literally just, like, a Raspberry Pi computer with, like, an emulator booted up on it. And so people immediately were like, ah, easy, thanks. Awesome, cool. All you do is throw games into a folder. They knew what they were doing. I mean, I feel like they still tried to make it so that, you know, you couldn't hack it, because they didn't want people to play games that, like, weren't on the system. They wanted to probably sell other stuff, or, like, DL fucking C or something, but they're dumb and didn't realize that those things are incredibly easy to fucking hack. Like, literally within minutes of them releasing, people had, like, full tutorials on what to do. The fucking things weren't even out and people had full-on tutorials on how to hack them. I'm happy I got to use this NES Mini because I put a ton of games that I had never played growing up on there. Yeah, that's what they're basically good for, right? It's just like booting up either really nostalgic games you don't own anymore or fucking games you never got to play. Good afternoon or early morning, don't know which time zone you're in. Kiwi, hope stream is well. Thank you, Vegeta. Stream is going well. We are working on some commission work and we're vibing to some music. Just chillin'. Wow. The dumb shit with the PS1 Mini was they did the pre-analog stick PlayStation, which was the dumbest shit. No fucking shot they did that. Really? Oh my god. That's like, how do you even do that? Why bother? I feel like there weren't even really that many games that were pre-analog anyway. Like, weren't a majority of the more popular games post-analog anyway? What would be the point? So it bombed, oh my lord. Whoa. Jiminy. I mean, they were just glorified Raspberry Pis. That's what I was saying. I was like, they literally just, like, they bought, like, a warehouse full of Raspberry Pis and went, alright, time to load up this bad boy with an emulator and sell it for top dollar. Like, yeah, thanks. Awesome, cool. I could have made this myself for, like, I don't know, 30 bucks, but instead I spent, like, 60 on a device that comes prepackaged with garbage games that I can then just hack and put my own good games on. Cool, awesome, thanks. The PS1 era was weird, because PlayStation had no analog, and then the PS1, which was the slim model, had the analog. I don't remember which PlayStation 1 I had access to play when I was younger. I think it was probably the slim. Because I don't remember it not having analog, but I could be misremembering. Pop, pop, pop. They also had, like, none of the classic games. They had the rights to, like, nothing. Yeah. It's so silly. Like, why bother at that point? To be fair, though, Sony hasn't been making any good decisions over the past, like, 10 years, so... Like, I can't even remember the last time Sony made a really good fucking decision, so... I don't know why anyone would be surprised. Mario Paint music, baby! Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. I don't know what it is about this music, but it's so good. It make my very smooth brain very happy. You count the Spider-Verse movies. I mean, I'm talking, like, solely, specifically Sony as a, like, games company, not their, like, movie divisions or anything. Because Sony makes, like, hardware for, like, video recorders, and, like, what else do they still have their grubby hands in? They still make, like, technology to an extent that isn't just game consoles and movies, but, like, we're just specifically talking about their games. Anything to do with PlayStation as a gaming brand. They finally got rid of the top guy, so they're trying. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. We'll see how that goes. Because I don't really want Sony to fail. They have, like, good stuff. They have a decent legacy of, like, good shit. The only thing that sucks is just that, like, they continuously make bad decisions that are hard to condone. I like their games. I like their console overall. Not so much the newest one, but you know. I'm not one of those people who's like, console wars, Sony or bust, or Microsoft or bust, or Nintendo or bust. I don't care, bruh. I just want to play good games. But these companies always make it so goddamn hard to play these games without some major fuck-up or issue. Sony just has a tons of game in their prime from companies that either don't exist or morphed into other companies. Yeah, that's the other thing. Sony killed a lot of those companies, I might add. Like, they're like the sole reason a lot of these companies no longer fucking exist. Sony makes like almost anything, yeah. The reason they were able to make those movies was because they had the rights lying around from Spider-Man games. Sony cameras are really nice. Literally any electronic Sony makes. No reason to want any game company to fail. More competition is good. Exactly. Exactly. Having the variety and having, like, you know, the competitiveness in our capitalist society is a good thing. But, like, Sony just continuously makes horrible bad decisions and fucks themselves over and then go, wham! What the fuck's going wrong? It's like, well, you are. You're messing this up, homie. This isn't anybody else's fault but your own. Man up and make better decisions. People who fight in the console wars are still so funny. It's so true. I still have a few people that I see on Twitter every once in a while who are like, oh my god, Sony's conference was so good, Lamau. Like, fucking Microsoft is going down. And it's like, what are you talking about, brah? Like, my guy, what are you on? Or the same vice versa, where they're like, oh my god, Microsoft is winning! And I'm like, what are you talking about? What did they do? They ain't do shit. Delusional ass. I also don't get the whole, like, console superiority thing in general. Like, people get so weirdly, like, self-confident about a console they like. Like, yeah, the PlayStation is my console, and when Sony does good, I do good. And it's like, what the hell are you talking about? You're not affiliated with them. Any decision they make does not, like, change or affect how you live your life, really. So why are you acting as if, like, them doing better than the console you don't support, like, makes you better somehow? I don't get it. Where's this superiority coming from? All you're telling me is that you'll, like, blindly support a brand and spend money on something, which is exactly what they want from you. Like, you're falling into their trap, homie. It's not as bad as Xbox with games, even though it had Game Pass and shit. Xbox has like 18 Gears of War games and Halo games. I don't know, just do a fucking PlayStation Game Pass. I mean, they kind of have something like that, but it's shitty. It's worse. It's legitimately worse. Because they have the, what is it, like PlayStation Now or whatever they call it? Where like you stream games from their servers or whatever. Like, you don't get to download or keep the games or anything once you've downloaded them or anything. It's just like, yeah, you stream it from our server. It's a streamed game. Go fuck yourself. Microsoft is like, yeah, you can download and install the game. Like, as long as you're paying for Game Pass, you get this game. Congratulations. It's downloaded on your computer. You don't have to stream it. You don't need, like, an internet connection unless it's an online game. As long as you fucking, like, pay for Game Pass and it's registered as Game Pass and all that good old shit. It's not, like, lagging at all because of the stream. It's not nothing. You're good. I'm glad my friends convinced me to move to PC. I told my friends I'm getting a PC and they stuck with PS4 and then eventually they all came around. Yeah, like, at this point, you might as well, because, like, even a lot of the Sony exclusives are ending up on PC anyway because, like, they're just not making the fucking money to keep it exclusive on their consoles because they're fucking up so bad in the games department. It's sad to see, because, like I said, I don't want them to fucking, like, die, essentially, out of the games, like, category, but all they're doing is setting themselves up for failure constantly and then wondering why the fuck things are going bad for them. Like, homie, stop making such shit-ass decisions. It's that easy. You aren't ready for the new Xbox that Microsoft has been cooking for us. Game of the Year Hi-Fi Rush right there. Game Pass just be having like nothing I want to play. It was good for Starfield, but that game sucks. Bruh, the game don't suck. You're allowed to have an opinion on it, but the game itself doesn't suck. What?
Isekai Truckin cheered, X50, rudimentary creature of blood and flesh, you touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
Aw, thank you for the bits though. Oh my lord. Rudimentary creature of blood and flesh. That's a great way to describe me. Absolutely fantastic way to describe me. Microsoft is not Xbox. Xbox is a brand under Microsoft. Exactly, question mark. Love you, Kiwi. Thank you! I hope you're having a good day, Isekai. I know you've been here for a little bit, but I just want to make sure. Okay, now I gotta go to this side and blend all these ones out too. Oh, I didn't get up here. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. By that logic, you have to say PlayStation isn't Sony. I can agree to that. That is the same logic. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bow. That logic checks out. Do, 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 do. You know what I came to the realization of recently? And it, like, hurts my soul. We're getting to a point where children don't know Wii Sports. Like, they never played it. They just know it through, like, meme music. We're getting to the point where Wii Sports is now, like, legitimately, like, a classic old school game that children have not played. And that hurts my entire soul. Bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum bum. Okay, I think we're pretty much okay for this, like, base shading layer. I want to blend that out a little more. Bum, 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 bum. There we go, and then maybe add just a little bit of extra shading down here. Whoops. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Either way, that game isn't Game of the Year. Unfortunately, Starfield will be Game of the Year, even though it's bleh. It's okay. They have Switch Sports. Lamau. Yeah, but that's not the same thing. Wii Sports was like such a big deal, and then Switch Sports basically released and everyone forgot about it immediately. It didn't have the same cultural impact. Everyone and their goddamn grandmother has played Wii Sports or Wii Fit, and yet now it's a situation where, like, these damn kids these days don't know it. They never played it. I literally saw, like, I think it was like a Reddit post that was like, yeah, fucking, I recently got a Wii so that I could play games from when I was, like, a toddler, and they didn't know what a Wii Motion Plus was. They were like, what's this add-on? I never had this when I was, like, baby toddler. I was like, oh no. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. PG3 will be Game of the Year, but Hi-Fi Rush is easy Game of the Year if you care about games at all. We fit, more like we fit these chili dogs in my mouth. True facts. We fit really be like, hey, you're like 1 pound overweight. Let me play the tuba sound effect when you stand on the board. Make you feel real self-conscious about your fucking weight. Baby's first, like, body image, like, destruction moment. Baby's first self-image, like, hatred. You could just play Wii on your PC. No, but my point is like, kids these days they just don't play those games, so they've never, like, had the opportunity to. It's just not really accessible anymore, is my point. And it's like, oh my god. Oh no. The chillins these days, they don't know. They don't know the horrors of accidentally throwing a fucking Wii remote through your dad's TV. And having him fucking flip his shit. Being grounded for months at a time because you accidentally threw your Wiimote through a glass window. Trying to play the bowling minigame. Whoopsie. But maybe it'll be good for, like, Indie of the Year or some shit. God damn it. There we go. Come on, there we go. BRC is dope, just don't hit the GSRF as much as I was hoping, but it was solid. Wait, what? Oh, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, I gotcha. That's the problem though, it's just not just at radio, yeah. It tried so hard to be, and I'm certain it still has a good vibe for those who have never, like, played the original, but... I've heard a lot of people say it just isn't quite there for them. They advertised it as a spiritual successor, so that's on them. Yeah, they really did lay really heavily into it, too. A lot of people played it going through the mindset of this is just Jet Set Radio. Can't be like, it's literally Doom, and then release Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I mean, if I'm being honest, I feel like a lot of people who play Doom would also play Hello Kitty Island Adventure, so... You know, there is some crossover there, but I know what you're trying to say. The Doom fandom is just like a bunch of memesters at this point. Like, that's how the whole Doom guy and, like, Isabelle from Animal Crossing thing started. It wasn't just the Animal Crossing fandom who were like, this would be funny. Like, the whole Doom fandom jumped on that immediately. They were like, oh my god, this is awesome! Wah. I think it's great, it is great, and the mods add a ton more to it. Starfield is just bled to me, I can't get behind it. I mean, again, you're allowed to have a personal opinion on that. Everyone's allowed to have a personal opinion on something. Even if other people disagree. Thank you for the posture check. I'll take that in just a momento. Wah. On this down just a little bit more. And maybe make this a little bit of a thinner line. Do do do. Do do. Do 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 do. Ah yeah, baby. Do 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 do. Wah. Happy Canadian Turkey Day, Kiwi. Thank you, iSouls. Happy Canadian Turkey Day to anybody who is Canadian and or just celebrating Canadian Turkey Day. Okay. Sounds like it's a you problem. Traditional old school Bethesda JRPG in space. Bussin'. Yeah, that's looking good even with the darker shading. I do gotta tone this down just a little bit though. And then add smaller amounts of thicker shading later. So when I see a space game and it has a lot of nothingness or at a lot of things that would make sense but aren't there, just baffles me. I think Starfield would be better if they had fewer planets that were thoroughly mapped out and had a ton of them. If that makes sense. I'm American, so my Turkey Day is next month. Bum, 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 bum. Doo -doo 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 -doo. speaking of Turkey Day, that's one of the benefits of my birthday being in both October and at around this time of year. I get the spooky month birthday and I get fancy Thanksgiving dinner. All at around the same time. It's perfect. This time of year is pumpkin spice season, so me being the basic white woman I am, I get pumpkin spice at around this time of year too. All the companies are putting out their spooky ween and pumpkin like flavored whatevers. It's beautiful. Do, 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 do. I don't think anyone denies that, but it doesn't take away from the game. Also, kind of ox that you can defend BRC for the same thing you're blasting Starfield for. Damn. Sorry, the fucking Galaxy OST is so good. That shit pulls you right in. Wow. There's a big stretch and a hydrate. Thank you! I knew what to expect from BRC. Starfield set out huge expectations, but it wasn't. People went in with the expectations. BRC, I went in with expectations. Starfield. BRC set out to be Jet Set Radio Future and said it was a spiritual successor in its advertising. I mean, he's got you there, I won't lie. Completely valid argument in that instance. Oh, big stretch. Wee 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 wee. Yeah. Isn't Starfield just another Skyrim Fallout repaint? Kind of yes, but kind of no, if that makes sense. Bethesda used to be known for a specific style of RPG, right? Like, it was like their, like, I don't even know how to describe it really. They basically like invented a style of RPG at this point, and Skyrim and onwards kind of diverged from that style, which is something they tried to revert and go back to their actual old style with Starfield. And then a lot of people were like, this isn't like the games that I've played recently. But it's not supposed to be like the games you've played recently. It's meant to be like their old style of games before they changed up the formula. So it makes sense. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's Oblivion repaint, and yeah, it's a good thing. They never advertised it as anything else. Yeah, they kind of really did just say, by the way, it's big space RPG, and then everyone was like, it's going to be Oblivion in space. Yippee. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Add a general highlight right here, and then I'm gonna slightly flesh it out between. Ba-da-ba-da. I'll just stop voicing opinions in this chat. I mean, like I said, you're allowed to have an opinion. Some people might disagree with you, but you're allowed to have an opinion. Okay, in like 2 seconds I have to take a BRB. Just finish the shading on this piece right here. Might be a little bit too much lighting, actually. I think I goofed it a bit. There we go. Being poor, I can only watch my stepdad and mom play it. I mean, it's probably still fun to watch. I've seen a lot of people be streaming it. I wish I could be streaming it, but unfortunately, my computer fucking explodes with that game, which was probably the beginning of the end of my poor PC. Luckily, soon I should have a PC strong enough to handle it again. Mayhaps. So we might be able to go back to it, but we'll have to see. It'll depend on how things go with my new PC. I think I have an ungodly amount of time in Mario Sunshine. I had salad and chicken noodle soup for dinner. Ooh, that sounds yummy. Salad's always good for you. And chicken noodle soup is always pretty good for you too. So long as there isn't a ton of sodium in it. I mean, it's still tasty either way, but I meant health-wise. New PC explosion when you start up Starfield. I fucking hope not. With the stuff that I plan to be getting, it shouldn't. We shouldn't have, like, a single issue with things like Starfield, hopefully. Aside from whatever Starfield might decide to do, like, bug-wise. As being a Bethesda game, it almost certainly has goofy, stupid fucking bugs, but aside from Bethesda bugs, it should run just fine. The PC shouldn't struggle to run that game. Honestly, the real question is, when are they gonna release a Tomodachi Life for the Switch? Where is it, Nintendo? Miitopia, or whatever that RPG was called, is not enough. That was a 3DS title that you're, like, re-releasing. And it's not, like, haha funny times moments with friends. It's more like RPG adventure with friends. Ba-dum, 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 bum. I would also like to play that game on stream at one point. The Switch port of Miitopia. Have, like, fan-submitted Miis or whatever be party members. Etc. Oh, I think it would be funny. Okay, right. Gotta do this part. Where's the shading for this? On that side. Okay, that's what I thought. I can go like this, and then like this, kind of. And then maybe put like a single line going down this way, and blend that out just a little. Nice. Omega Ruby going great. Almost beat it with only 3 deaths. Oh my lord. Nice. Good shit. I believe in you. You can finish it. Just don't rush through anything. Make sure you get all the correct grinding in, and you should be okay. And don't be yawning. It's too early for this. The stream is already going to be relatively short, all things considered. I think there needs to be just a little bit more, like, blanket shading of highlight up here. Just a little teensy bit. Oh right, I can't do it like that because then it doesn't do it on the other side. Oopsie! There we go. I have to evolve Serpentina before I get to the Elite Four. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Oh no! What happened here? Kind of fill that back in gently and blur it back out. Whoopsie! Not sure when that happened, but it's fixable. Speaking of a Wii Fit from earlier. What? Son of a bitch. I thought I fixed that side as well. Oopsie, it's fine. Okay, in like just a moment I have to BRB. I'm trying to speed rush through some of this easier shading as quickly as I can before I have to BRB. If I beat it, it's finally off to the Platinum Nuzlocke. Nice! I will say, I think Platinum is one of the harder ones, well, Diamond and Pearl in general, Gen 4, is one of the harder ones to beat because of the critical hit bullshit. The fact that critical hits, no matter what, will always do, like, double the damage at whatever, like, the top damage roll is kind of bullshit in a lot of situations. So just be very careful. But I believe you can do it. Okay. I do have to BRB now. I will be back in hopefully only a couple of minutes. But I will put you all on the BRB page real quick. BRB! I'm back, I'm sorry. I'm okay. I had a family member who was supposed to come over like before I was supposed to stream, and then they ended up coming way fucking later than they were supposed to. And then of course they decided to chat me up and do that thing that family members do where they were like, haha, we're gonna stand here and just talk about nothing. And I'm like, I have work to do. I have to go. And they're like, yeah, but it's your birthday. And I'm like, So I had to humor them for a bit. But I'm back, I'm sorry. We can get straight back to work. Meow. Wow. I did not mean to take like half an hour. I might stream a little bit longer than I had intended just because it took longer to deal with the family members that were supposed to be here earlier. A surprise! It wasn't even really a surprise. They were supposed to be here, like, either, like, around or before 4 so that we could get all that stuff out of the way before I started stream, and then they were like, haha, we're gonna be late. And by late, I mean, like, 7 p.m. And I was like, no! I already told you I wouldn't be available then, but, ugh, whatever. It is what it is. Just in time, I'm properly awake now. Hell yeah. Just because I had to deal with family stuff, so I might stream for like half hour longer than I intended to, just to make up for last time. I was hoping it would only take like 5-10 minutes, and then they just kept talking, and kept talking, kept talking, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be here for a minute. I can feel it. Thank you for the hydrate. I actually need that too, because I haven't had anything to drink since before even heading out there. And a big stretch. Ah, man. I had just put my one leg up to get into that, like, shrimp ass posture right as I saw it, too. Okay. Oh. Since I was just standing, I don't need much of a stretch, but... Feet last gym, Big Billy flattened the whole team. Hell yeah. He said, yeet! Belly flopped on them motherfuckers. Wow, 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 wow. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that with like the paintbrush. Then I can kind of fade it out. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't last 5 minutes before I look like a cooked shrimp. Shake my head. Listen, okay. It's like a default action of mine. You know when a character goes into idle animation? That's basically what I do. I sit down on a chair and my body instantly goes, okay, put your feet up. Put your feet up. Sit in that horrible ass, like, shrimp back posture. Congratulations, you have back pain. Back, welcome back, ice souls. I'm gonna blend out the edges of this just a little bit. Wah. It's your idol. Yeah, man. If I'm left unattended for more than like 2 minutes, I will end up in that dog-ass posture, okay? It's just a bad habit. Oh my god, I have another family member messaging me right now too. Fuck. I can't answer the phone. At least not yet. I'm busy with stream. But they don't understand. They don't understand the hardships. I gotta use my phone for stream. Wah. Gotta get one of them fancy chairs where we basically strap you down to sit right. I was tempted to look into one of those chairs that's like, it's ergonomically built so that you can kind of sit cross-legged, but in like a good way. But those motherfuckers are expensive. Them bitches are pricey. They are not worth. When I found out how much those fucking chairs cost, I was like, damn, homie. I could buy like a massage chair for that price. I could buy like a whole ass recliner for that fucking price. Are you nuts? So you have 2 phones, one for stream and one for people. See, that requires having money. I don't really have that, you know? Like, that is just not something I have. I have one really old spare phone that can't handle VTube, like, Studio whatsoever, because it's like, old as hell. And it's basically only still, like, in my possession because it has my Final Fantasy Authenticator app on it. And that's it. That's it. Really, I mean, I guess that makes sense since they're meant to fix you. I mean, they're not even really meant to fix you, in quotes. They're literally just for people with bad sitting posture to, like, not feel so bad about their bad sitting posture. They can still sit in their crappy-ass posture, but, like, in a way that's not as bad for your body. Because if it was meant to fix you, it'd force you to not sit like that, but it doesn't force you to not sit like that, it just allows you to sit like that slightly better, if that makes sense. Oh, yeah. It's basically just like a chair with like, it's almost like a footrest, but it's like attached to a weird spot, and it's got like a little plate place where you can stick your feet for cross-legged sitting in a chair, where you're not sitting in like horrible posture, your legs aren't like fully up in your like lap per se. They're lower down. So it's almost like proper sitting posture, just with your legs crossed. Yeah, I hope everybody who showed up while I was gone is having a good evening. And or day, depending on what time zone you're in. Night, maybe even. Do, 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 do. Thank you, that's good. I'm happy to hear it. Ba, 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 ba. I was worried for you, how are you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry anybody. I'm doing good. Like I said, it was just family who were supposed to show up earlier decided we're gonna not show up at that time and, you know, be a complete nuisance and show up when we said, or when you said you couldn't see us, and then expect you to see us. Like, yeah. I gave you specific times for a reason. I'm busy, I have work I'm doing. Maybe if we make a recording of Dante's voice saying, Kiwi, darling, watch your shrimping, and play it on repeat, I would die. I would legitimately pass away in Minecraft. What the hell? I would get banned from streaming. Thank you for the hydrate, Kaede. Hold on a moment. This curve is killing me. There we go. Wah. And for the posture check, not in Minecraft. I say that like I've even booted up Minecraft recently. I just have not had the time or energy to boot up Minecraft. I've been wanting to play it again, I just haven't had the time. Okay, sit up a little bit, and then there's a head pats as well. Something that is big ass that sucks is that our Cobblemon like stuff has gotten completely murked. Like, it's all kinds of fucked up, and I'm really upset about it because apparently, I don't know, like one of the mods was like broken, like it no longer functioned anymore, like it would just crash the game. So when I like uninstalled it, it completely like destroyed the house I made because all the all the wood that the house was built out of was from wood from that fucking mod, and I was like, no! The house is gone! Fuck. All the biomes got like all kinds of fucked up. It was one of the biome mods. Big Sag. House murder. Yeah. Sag. I mean, I'm pretty sure the regular one we had, the one with all the dogs, I think that one's still safe. It's just the Cobblemon one that got fucked, so hopefully, if and when I do get the time to go back to Minecraft for a bit, we might be able to play on that one. We can go back to not killing our dogs in Minecraft. It's just the Cobblemon one got completely fucked, which is sad because they've updated Cobblemon so much and I wanted to go back to it. So I went and updated it, and then when I tried to boot it up, it was like, yeah, this mod is fucked. It's like crashing the game, and I was like, well, I guess it's time to uninstall that mod. And so then when I removed it and booted it back up, it loaded in, but the house was gone. I like fell through the floor of the house, and like, oh man, everything was all gone. I was like, no. Here goes to the 5 worlds you made. I only had like 2. And like I said, I'm pretty sure the other one is fine. I didn't bother testing the other one, because that one didn't have the same mod like installed. It was just the biome mod for Cobblemon. I don't know if like Cobblemon is outdated or if it's the biome mod that's outdated, but when I updated everything, they were no longer compatible, and I was like, oh no. No. Everything's borked! Bum 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 bum. Nope. Not the bed. Everything was fucking gone. I was so upset. I literally loaded in, like, under where the house was, essentially, because the flooring and all that, like, literally the entire house was made with, like, wood from that mod, so I spawned, like, where under the house would have been, with, like, a couple of miscellaneous things still standing that weren't made with the mod's wood. And I was like, no! It's all gone! All my hard work. That beautiful little, like, dark gray, brown, and green house that I made. Gone. Whap. Whap. Wow. And just right after Kiwi finally was getting used to not getting lost. I know, right? Like, I was just getting the hang of the area that we had set up that house. And it's gone! The whole area looks fucking different because the biome mod had, like, specific, like, fancy trees and shit that are no longer there, so all the trees look weird and different because it had to load in, like, default trees, which look nothing like those bigger, fancier trees, and I was like, oh lord. Everything's fucked! Not like this. And so the only way to really get it to, like, function again would to be make a new world. And I was like, I don't want to do that. At least not right now. It's not worth it. At some point we might go back. I do want to try the new stuff they've added. They've added a ton of new Pokemon. They've added, like, proper battle animations now, I believe. What else? A lot more Pokemon have their, like, cry. They added, like, the ability to, like, farm Pokeberries now. I was like, yo, there's so much! And I can't try it on that old world. It's gone! I forgot I did not blend out this side. Oopsie. I always gotta remember that when I'm using the blend tool doesn't actually affect the other side. Thank you so much, is it Natar for following? Welcome to the Kiwi crew! I hope you're having a lovely day. And if you're not, I hope your day gets better soon. Pop, 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 pop. I did not add shading right here. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, okay. We are flying through a lot of this, like, quick bulk shading, which is good because it's always the hardest part, getting all the bulk shading in. The finer detail stuff is easier to throw in. Kiwi is zooming. I mean, to be fair, These commissions are, like, at this point, long overdue. I've had so much backlog and work that I've needed to get done in the meantime that a lot of the commissions I got are, like, some of them are still in waitlist mode. Like, I've confirmed the sketches with the clients and that's about it. I haven't actually gotten to work on anything other than deadline work and the current comms. So, I gotta be zooming. I gotta be speedy like Sonic. But your birthday is today? Not today. My birthday is actually tomorrow. And we're having a birthday stream on the Wednesday, on the 11th. It is just the week of my birthday. At least currently. I feel like studies need to be done on this song and its ability to make you move, like, productively much faster at what you're working on than like anything else. This specific song has, like, proven to be people's, like, go-to study music or, like, go-to, like, work tune because it makes you so productive. I don't know if it's, like, the BPM and, like, how the song just feels, or if it's something specific with the notes, but they need to do, like, scientific study on this song. I need to know why. Why does it make you so productive? Thank you for the hydrate! I need to submit entries for Wednesday. Yes, yes. Speaking of which, if anybody has any, like, husbandos or waifus, I have a tweet post, where you can submit, like, your faves, your fave fictional little fellas and fellaettes. And I will be doing a, like, I'll rate your husbando waifu thing on the birthday stream on Wednesday. So if you have any, send them in. See how I would rank your taste. Granted, my taste is, like, weird, so I have no room to specifically judge people, but you can see how I would rate them at least. Your taste is Dante. Very true, but there are other characters I do like. Dante just happens to be my top mans. Not all of my faves are just Dante and Dante clones. There are some variety in there. I say some very loosely, but there are some in there. Kiwis into older men? Yes. Correct. My wacky woohoo pizza uncle. Homeless man. Sewer rat. He's just my little scrungus. And he was the beginning of the end of how I ended up into really weird dudes. My taste in fictional men was never the same. He ruined it. In the best way possible, of course. Bow, 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 bow. I feel like the shading right here is a bit too much. I tried to make it lighter there because it looked too dark, but now it looks too light. That's a little better. There we go. Okay, now we gotta finish up the rest of the legs, and then we can do the fine detail shading and lighting. Wah! Bam, 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 bam. Kiwi is, was, and will continue to be an old man sniffer. Don't say it like I go out of my way to smell them. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but don't say I do. There's a difference between would and do. What? Okay, now I think that's a little bit too light, so we're just gonna boop and doop 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 doop. There we go. Nice-oo. I saw her sniff a pic of Dante. Damn, don't out me like that. What the hell? Whoopsie. Kiwi getting all defensive over her nightly hobbies. Rat. Don't tell people I'm doing things simply cause I would do them if I could. Uh-huh. That's a true statement. What you just said is a true statement. Because there is a difference between something you do and something you would do. Oopsie. Did I ever tell y'all that, like, one time I was bored and was on, like, Etsy just for shits and gigs to see, like, what people were making, right? And there was somebody who was making, like, fictional character, like, perfumes, I guess? Colognes, whatever. And they had Dante, of course, right? Which is how I found it in the first place. And they claimed that it smelled like gunpowder, pizza grease, and like... what the fuck was the last thing? I forget. But it was like the most random shit. I was like... we got pizza grease, gunpowder, and like some random other scent. Awesome. Fantastic. Good job. You've done it. You've nailed it. That is absolutely what that man probably smells like. If and when he showers. Dante Garbage Patch Kids collab. Is there really, if the reason you aren't doing it is that it's impossible? I mean, you know what? That's also valid. That's true. That is very true. If the difference literally is I'm only not currently doing it because I physically cannot, I guess that is valid enough. Okay. Yoink. That's all the major main. Oh wait, no, I lied. Forgot to get the like turtleneck part. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Meow. And just a little bit, and then boom. Okay. Now we can do a lot of the like fine detail highlighting and shading. Nice-o. Wow. Accurate. Y'all just know Kiwi has one of them scratch and sniff pictures. Nah, man. I don't even know if they've made anything like that for Dante. I feel like they probably have not. I did, however, try to buy the official Devil May Cry 5 like perfumes they released for the Capcom Cafe in Japan, but I couldn't find any that weren't like horribly scalper priced. So Sag I do not own. Because they were only available at the Capcom Cafe. And they were already horrendously overpriced because they're a, like, you know, a theme cafe in Japan, like, special product, so of course they're gonna cost you an arm and a leg. And now they're like really hard to find. You can't even really find like scalpers anymore. You might find like one or two on eBay somewhere, or like, you know, Japanese like import sites, but very hard to find. Okay, we're at the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna try and keep my eye out for the next half hour or so. And then that'll be it for me. Although I am also trying to like obviously pay attention to detail and do this correctly, but like speedrun this commission a bit. I want to make sure I get a good amount of work done while I can today. Without going overboard. Music sounds familiar, but I have no clue what it's from. And I feel like if I looked it up, I'd be like, oh, that, or I wouldn't know it at all. One or the other. Wah. My lines are so off. Stop it. There we go. That part felt like it was gonna go into a melody that I recognized, and then it didn't, and that confused the hell out of my brain. What is this music? Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo-boo. It's very, we're practicing for the ball coming this winter. I could hear that. Hold on, it's gonna piss me off unless I go actually check. What is this fucking music? We're at 2 hours and 57 minutes. This is... Mario Super Sluggers. Mario Stadium, huh? Okay. Or no, wait. Hold on. I passed it. Where the fuck am I? Where the fuck is it? I've lost track. Right there. That might have been Poke Park Wii, actually. 57, 59. Yeah, this I think is the Mario Sluggers. That other song was Poke Park. My bad. It explains the very, like, chill music, because Poke Park is very, like, baby adventure type of a game. In a good way, of course. I meant, like, it's just very chill. Ba-da-dum, pop, 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 pop. Bum, bum. Let that out just a little bit on both sides. Go. Just brush back. Back to Mario Kart, baby. Bow, ba, bum, bow. Bow, ba, bum, bow. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. We vibin'. Bow, ba, bum, bow. Bum, 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 bow. Mario Kart music is just too good. Every game, their OST is boppin'. I don't think there's been a Mario Kart with a bad OST. Has there ever been a Mario Kart that released with, like, just overall bad music? Has it ever happened? Yes, but who gets to take Kiwi as ball partner? Bruh. I can't dance, so... Anybody who's willing to probably sit in the corner and not actually dance. Go. I swear I know how to draw. I swear I know. Double Dash OST is the best, and that may only be nostalgia, but I don't care. Honestly, it doesn't even matter which one you say is the best, because I don't think there's been one with a bad OST. There's always somebody who's going to say one is their favorite, but it doesn't matter which one is the fave, because they're all good. There is no incorrect answer. You know what I mean? There is no wrong opinion. I guess the only Mario game I don't have any experience with would be the like mobile gacha game one. Does that one have good music in it, or is that one got crap ass music? I wouldn't know. Does its original fucking like maps have good music? If so, that might be the only one with bad music. whoever wants to be stepped on for 3 hours. Like I said, whoever just wants to sit in the back of the room and not actually do any dancing, because I can't dance. Even if I could, I'd be too embarrassed. Wow. Not in the weird, exciting way either, oh my god. Man really said getting stepped on is weird and exciting. Imagine not thinking it's normal. I'm gonna get going. Have a good night, Kiwi and check. Goodbye, Ted! Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your evening. I can't dance either. Was abandoned on my 11th birthday because other people all danced and I was all alone at the bar. Oh my god. Aw. I'm sorry to hear that. 18th. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry to hear that though, for real. I'm not a big party person in general, to be honest. Like, I knew so many people who were all like, we're all going to this big party, you should come, and I'm like, no. I'm very antisocial and I don't really dance. I have nothing to contribute. I'd rather not just sit in a corner and not do anything for upwards of like 4 to 5 hours, aside from maybe drink and have some snacks. I'm good. I could drink and have snacks alone at my house. You know? I don't need to go to some stupid party and not socialize with anybody there. I forgot a number, not 11th. Bro, you and I both know there are people out there that love it. I think somebody missed the other half of my statement. You got your adorableness to contribute? Brat. What concerns me is that you said 11th and then saw that I was at the bar and was like, okay, normal. I just figured you were at a place that happened to, like, have a bar. Like, I don't know, some sort of, like, venue. Not specifically, like, that you were at the bar to drink. Just that you were at a venue that had a bar. Cause, like, you could have told me you went to, like, a bar and grill for your birthday. Didn't actually get, like, you know, alcohol, but just ordered, like, grill stuff. Because you liked the restaurant. You don't have to be of legal age to drink to go to a bar and grill. You just can't order alcohol. I think I've only gone and danced on a dance floor once, and by that point I was drunk enough and didn't care. I think the only time I legitimately, like, danced on a dance floor, I was very young and at a wedding. Like, I was practically a baby. That's about it. I'm very, like, socially anxious and, like, antisocial in general because of it. And I do not like to make a spectacle of myself, like, whatsoever. So, things like parties and dances and what have you are just, like, big, big no-nos. I say as I sit here rambling about absolutely garbage nonsense live 3 times a week, but that's different. That's different. It's a different scenario. Serpentina, my Dragonair, Nuggies, my Blaziken, Frosty, my Walrein, Chilina, my Torterra, Big Billy, my Snorlax, and Glimmer, my shiny Banette. Yeah! I seen that you got the shiny on the Discord. That's awesome. Was it I'm assuming it was a natural one, right? Because you posted the screenshot of it, like, in battle, and I wasn't sure if that was from your perspective, or, like, that you had just randomly found it. Either way, congrats. You could always order virgin drinks. True. I would never hear Kiwi's statements and pick them apart and make it appear as though she said anything sus. Fair. I just would have said grill though. I mean, I guess. True. Valid. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. To be fair, you could go to a bar in Canada at any age, you just can't order alcohol. That too. Not in Quebec. Oh, really? Oh, shit. That's interesting. I feel like some places probably have rules against minors in bars, but a lot of them, like, don't kick you out immediately. As long as you're not trying to, like, order the minor a drink, or the drink isn't going to a minor, what have you, they're not gonna, like, immediately boot you. It was the second one I ran into. Wait, the second shiny? What was your first shiny that you ran into? You got all the luck right now. This run is hella lucky. This is a... No, okay, it's not on that layer. Cool. Yeah, I used to go when I was 5, but before it opened, and because my mom worked there, so it was always wild to me that there were kids in a bar and shows. That's crazy. I didn't realize that was like a regionally based thing. Could be worse. I had my first beer sometime before I turned 5. Oh my god. But was it given to you, like, by a parent as like a here, haha, I'm going to monitor you as you take a sip of this and make weird faces because it tastes bad? I feel like almost every parent of like a millennial child has done that. They do the, look honey, our kid is trying alcohol and look, they're making awful faces at it because it tastes bad. Ha ha ha. Boomer rite of passage, you know? That's definitely a bit of a culture shock considering you're not far from where I live at all. I've been going to bars with my family since I was a toddler. I'm about to say my parents gave me a drink as a joke and my dad drank it and they got angry. And I just drank it. There we go. I'm thirsty, Milky says. Here, try this. LMFAO. Milky begins drinking, no problem. Oh shit, wait, no, stop that. Jesus. They didn't think you'd do it, but you did it. You showed them. You said, watch this. Glug, 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 glug. Nah, it was given to me by my grandpa as he was at the bar with his friends. I mean, you still had it given to you by, like, an adult that you knew in your family, though. That's basically what I was getting at. Same idea, just further off in the family tree. And on busy nights, the bouncer cards everyone at the doors, so the barkeep doesn't have to worry about it. Man was a heavyweight since the start. It's a culture shock for me too. When I was a kid, I learned Ontario had a 19-year-old legal age, plus liquor stores close at like 9 p.m. Uh-huh. They sure do. Fair enough. Some places in Toronto do this. Most bars, pubs don't have bouncers. Elsewhere, though, can come and go as long as no alcohol is consumed by the under 18 person. Did she even read my reply? Oh, hold on. I think I did. Yeah, you said it was the second time you ran into a mod, and I said, damn, you got luck. That was your second shiny. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Unless you sent something else, but I'm not seeing anything else. Bow, bow, bow. She can't read, she's illiterate. I mean, I went back to double check, I didn't see anything else. Liquor stores close at 11 p.m. here. Damn. Yeah, Ontario has, like, pretty early closing times for most, like, alcohol locations, if that's what you want to call it. Places to purchase alcohol. They close hella early. So if you are somebody who enjoys a drink, you gotta get there early, boy. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. It was the second time I ran into the mod, not the second shiny. Oh, okay. I mean, even still though. Even still. 'Cause that means it was like a proper, like, full odds. There was no, like, racked up chain or anything. It's still lucky regardless. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Ooh, do, 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Well, they can sell it in convenience stores until 11 p.m. Oh, really? They can't even sell you it in convenience stores past that time? Interesting. I know some places here have, like, convenience store, like, liquor, but I think it's, like, very specific locations that have it. Most of them just have the non-alcoholic versions of stuff. You can buy alcohol in grocery stores and corner stores here now to make up for it, luckily. Oh, really? They actually did, like, end up fully converting for grocery stores and stuff? Shows you how much I leave my house. You know? I know they were trying to get alcohol in grocery stores here, but I wasn't sure if they had actually succeeded yet. Yeah, places like the LCBO and stuff are still closed. Super fucking early. Ah, fuck. Go. The face on the cashier when you get there already tipsy at 10:55 p.m. to hurry and buy booze. That's definitely one of those nights where that person's like, oh lord, why am I working tonight? Fuck. It was in 2 different areas too. Even more so than like 100% that was like full odds, no like odd increasing shenanigans were going on. That was like 100% full random. Slick. I've only had like 2 shinies, I think, that were like 100% full odds, no you know, odd increasing shenanigans. My very first shiny ever was a Durant in X and Y. I walked into the stupid mining area and I forget why I was even in there. I think I literally went in there to go through to the other side and oopsie, shiny Durant, and I was like, oh my lord, what the hell is this? And then I think the other one might have also been X and Y. I was looking for a specific Pokemon, I think in the grass, and after like 2 encounters I found another shiny and I was like, hold on. What's going on here? Whoa!
Demon Werewolf cheered. X10. Kiwi. Why are you so focused on the crotch? Kinky.
I'm not! We're doing the fine detail shading on, like, the pants area now. So anything, like, pants related is being, like, focused on. It's not specifically the crotch, I swear. It's not like that, I swear. Wow. You have to be 18 to buy a fake alcohol here? Really? What? Even if it's non-alcoholic, you have to be 18? That's interesting. I wonder why. It's not like it's alcoholic. Maybe they're just concerned that, I don't know, it'll lead to them trying to buy real alcohol? Who knows? Sadly, my first shiny was a Psyduck. Should be noted that I hate Psyduck, so I just left it behind and moved on. Oh my god! Wow. He was cheating on Dante. No! No! I would never. Do 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 do. Do do do. We gotta just a little bit more of the shading down here. Bum. That should be it for the main fine highlighting details, aside from stuff that I don't need the, what's it called for? The symmetry tool. Actually, my voice. I lied, we have to do the highlighting on the spikes. Pop, 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 pop. Which does in fact require the symmetry tool. Thank you for the hydrate and the big stretch. He's a little fella though. I know, right? Poor little bastard just has a really bad headache. My first legit shiny cut other than Red Gyarados is Audino. Nice! Audino's very cute. That's what I was told. I also think it's weird. It just sounds strange. Like, why? I don't care. Man looks stupid. Also, don't really like how Golduck looks too, sadly. Honestly, Golduck is kind of whack. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, me and Milky are both like, that man whack. We are in agreement for that, at least. But if I had a shiny of it, I still wouldn't, like, abandon the poor fucker. You don't deserve it. Big stretch. I almost forgot. There we go. What? Thank you for the posture check. Okay. Shit, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Wait, what? Only in long enough to spread the goodwill. Cannot tell if yesterday's stream had me sleeping too little or if it's me overworking myself, but I'm having a real hard time getting rid of the anxiety attack. Oh no! Please feel better. I hope you feel better soon. Go get some rest and drink some water, have a snack, put on like your favorite show and cuddle up with a blanket. Feel better soon. Anxiety times are no good. Was trying to XP off of the Audino, and then that's what I ran into. Still, Audino's a great shiny, so real tanky, just all around good mon. Do 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 do. Wow. I just noticed that your AFK BRB message is always on the chair. Oh yeah. You can kind of see it. It's like a part of the chair image. That way I don't have to turn it on or off if I go to ever, like, leave the chair, if you know what I mean. It's just there. Most of the time you can't see it unless I'm, like, hella leaned over, so it's not a big deal, but it's funny when someone does notice. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish shading in these spikes and then we're probably gonna call it an evening, because I'm already going a little over what I said I was going to. Even past the point of saying that I was gonna go a little longer already, so we're gonna finish off these spikes and then head off for the evening. Oh yeah, I have to... fuck. I forgot about this side with the blending. I always forget the blending doesn't work on both sides at the same time. Fuck. I still have it. Awesome! That's clever. Thank you. I know how to use my brain sometimes. Yeah, that's not bad, but I do want to make sure that the very tippy edge is, like, super highlighted on these fuckers. So I have to get all the way up here in the little crevices. Okay, merge that down, and then get a different brush first off. There we go. That's looking pretty good. I would say. I still gotta do the upper spikes, but that can wait for another time. Tone down the highlighting right near the base. I need my thin airbrush. No, don't praise her about that. Her head will get even bigger. My head might be fat, but it's full of nothing, okay? Even if it gets fatter, it's just full of nothing. And all that will do is give you more tic-tac-toe space. So it's a win-win. That's the wrong way. Okay. I think that's about good. Wah. Bust up all my knuckles. Oh, you're still around? I thought my phone call would have been longer. I'm literally just about to call it an evening. I'm already going over the time I said I was gonna go over for, so... Oh, thank you for the hydrate! It's okay, I implied she was done right after the balance it out, true. Full of nothing, so you're saying we can fill you up, huh? That's not what I said. That is not what I said. I mean, you say that all these amazing drawings have come from somewhere. They're from my hand. My hand is what does all that work. Thank you very much. Yeah, let me see. Is there anybody live? Lyra's live? What are they doing? The Quarry? I don't know what that is. Mirror is live and they're doing Dead Space. Let me see what the Quarry is real quick. Oh, I'm getting an ad. It looks to be Spoopy Game, maybe? Mayhaps? Kiwi is controlled by her hand. Lewd. That sounds even worse. No head, only hand. Quarry is a horror game. Okay, so everyone's doing spoopy games right now then, huh? There's Quarry and then there's Dead Space. Is it Dead Space 1? It looks like it is Dead Space 1. Awesome. Which one would you guys prefer? Dead Space or Quarry? Dead Space is a lot less spooky, I would say. If I can handle Dead Space, even if just barely, anyone can handle it. Is Dead Space spooky, Kiwi? It was spooky enough for me. It had me screaming. Go to bed, young Missy. You have entertained us properly for today. We gotta vote for the Quarry. Anything is spooky for Kiwi, even a well-timed true though. Quarry, cause choices, Dead Space is linear, and I've played them all. Do Quarry, gotcha. We're gonna raid Lyra then. If they're available for raid, it seems like they are. Nice! So. Alright, thank you everybody for hanging out. We will be doing the birthday stream on the Wednesday, 5 p.m. as usual. I'll see you guys there. Bye bye! Have a good rest of your day, evening, or morning.